Boom, let's do it. Good evening, Bourbon Quest. It's your host, Bourbon Steve here. Alright, so tonight we're going to be spending some time with Four Roses. So, we've got one of my favorites that you can find on the shelf all the time. 104 proof, your Four Roses. Small batch select, one of my favorites, everyday sippers right there. And then we're going to do two bottle openings tonight. This is the Four Roses limited edition. This is the 2020 limited edition. It is so there's 14,040 bottles of this. Is that right? Yeah, that's quite a bit actually. And this is bottle 3,978. Really looking forward to this. It's 55.7 proof, so that's 111.4, I believe. Yeah. So, four distinct bourbon recipes bring remarkable character to this refined limited edition release. Aromas of apple, orange peel, honey, and vanilla mingle with soft fruit flavors of apricot, pear, and hints of red berries. This is balanced with notes of rye spice and light oak, leading to a long, soft finish with refreshing fruit tones. Sip, savor, and enjoy. Oh, I can't wait to get to that, baby. And then this is also going to be a fresh popping. This one, ooh, interesting. Exact same, 55.7, so exact same proof as the limited edition, 111.4. Warehouse MW, barrel 79-2I. That's a Four Roses single barrel. This is a store pick from Total Wine. It is December of 2020. It's 10 years old. Using the Four Rose recipe OESF, which is 75% corn, 20% rye, 5% barley, mint, fruit, full body. And then you got the 10 different recipes, and this one is OESF, which is mint, fruity, full bodied. The bottle you're holding right now is a perfect example of why Four Roses is unique. We're the only bourbon distillery that combines 5 proprietary yeast strains and 2 separate mash bills, creating 10 distinct handcrafted bourbon recipes. Occasionally, a few exceptional aged barrels will present themselves, and I personally set them aside to allow a few of our retailers to come in for a private tasting and selection. Each barrel selected is bottled without chill filtration at barrel strength. Since we add no water, and along with the result of a little extra aging, each barrel yields only about 160 bottles, which we then private label for our retailers to offer to their customers. We are happy that you are about to experience and enjoy this rare, straight from the barrel bourbon. It was hand selected by your retailer for you to sip, savor, and proudly share. Cheers, Brent Elliott. Ooh. Alright, so these are going to be fantastic. Let's do it, Bourbon Quest. So we're going to start off with a little small batch select, one of my favorites. So there's that, and then I'll tell you what, we're gonna go in this order. So let's do some fresh bottle uncorking. So this is the Four Roses single barrel strength from Total Wine. And we're going to crack this bad boy open. All right, little cork pop. There we go, nice cork pop. So, as always, here at the Bourbon Ship on Bourbon Quest, we're gonna pour this nice 2-ounce pour into the infinity bottle. Excellent. All right. Oh, and of course some in the glass. All right. And let's go ahead and knock this one out. I was fortunate enough to get this bottle through a lottery. So, don't think I'm going to get a 2021, unfortunately. But at least there's this from 2020. That's kind of a weak pour. Smells so good. Alright, little infinity bottle pour. Yeah, we'll have to drink some out of that tonight, obviously. Alright, and of course the glass. Alright, so we're going to start off with the small batch select and work our way up. So good. Just apple and caramel, a little black pepper, a little barrel char, that rye spice. So good. Alright, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Definitely get that punch of rye spice on that with corn and caramel, fruit like apple, orange. Alright, let's go in for another sip. Yeah, you definitely get that rye spice and corn and caramel, vanilla, black pepper, baking spice. Yeah, just got that punch of rye, but then sweetness and apple and maybe a little bit of apricot. Very good. I love small batch select. One of my favorite daily sippers. Alright, let's see what the Total Wine single barrel store pick has. Yeah, you definitely get that fruit and rye. What did it say? Mint, yeah. Yeah, there's a little mint there. Full bodied. Alright, let's go in for a taste there. Bourbon Quest. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Here's to you. Thank you for all your comments, your likes. Please, if you haven't already, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for notifications so that you know when a new video is coming out. And smash that like button and tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your neighbors, tell your in-laws, your outlaws, your ex-laws. Alright, here we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, you definitely get that. Man, it's so good. It's like heavy on that rye, a lot of mint and clover. It's really good. I mean, but sweet too, like a little bit of orange and vanilla. Man, it definitely has got a good mouthfeel. And it does have a like smooth, long, lasting finish. I mean, I'm still getting it. It's really good. What does it say on the tin? Yeah, full-bodied, mint, and fruity. They're exactly right. This is delicious. I'm glad I got this one. Good job, Total Wine. All right, one more sip. Man, that is really good. Just, damn, that's good. I mean, a lot of mint and rye and a little black pepper, orange, vanilla, caramel. Delicious. It's always important to stay hydrated, my friends. Alright, now let's see what the star of the show has to offer. This is the again, the Four Roses limited edition 2020. Alright. Oh, just like vanilla and fruit, caramel, a lot of vanilla. Yeah, orange and apple. Yeah, definitely that honey. Really, the main thing I get is vanilla and honey. Just pure sweetness. Alright, let's see what we got here. There's some of that pear and apricot. Cherry, red berries. Very all over the place. Very complex on the nose. All kinds of different flavors and sweetness and deliciousness. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Alright, hopefully something good came out of 2020, and hopefully it's this bourbon. Look at those legs on that too, that's nice. Alright, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Man, that is awesome. I mean, it really, really is. I don't know what all that shit is on the screen. That's really good. It's got tons of fruit and apricot and apple, and it just all mingles and blends together. Nice mouthfeel and viscosity on that. Camera looks like it's doing weird things. Alright. Yeah, there's that apple. A little bit of cinnamon. Apple, cinnamon, honey, vanilla. A good bit of rye, light oak. So good. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Wow. I mean, that is so easy to drink. Like, it does not drink 111.4 proof. Like, it drinks a lot less than that. I mean, you get that hug and that burn, but it drinks more like 100 proof in my opinion. But you definitely get that full body and flavor and viscosity, apple and orange peel, honey, vanilla. I mean, it's freaking delicious. It really is. I mean, all of these are good. I mean, of course, you can get this any day. This is a great store pick. Has that real, punch of rye. And this is just easy, smooth, delicious. With all kinds of apple and orange and honey, vanilla, rye, a little light oak, but nothing overpowering or off-putting. I mean, it's all delicious. The nose is great, and it drinks easy. I mean, that's a totally crushable bottle. I mean, you could go through which I won't, because I'm not getting another one and won't get a 2021 more likely either. But good job, Brunello. This is freaking fantastic. So good. Alright. So, hope all your bourbon questing is going good. It is the middle of October. We're smack dab in the middle of bourbon hunting. I might hope y'all's journeys or quest is a little bit better than mine. I've not had a lot of luck on a lot of things. Well, you know, I shouldn't say that because I mean I was fortunate enough to get, you know, the Jack 10, which go back and watch that video. I also was able to get the Old Forester single barrel rye. So yeah, nothing to complain about there, I guess. I'm just obviously would have loved to gotten the 2021 version of the limited edition Four Roses, which, you know, we'll see. I got this one in the lottery like March, April of this year. So maybe I'll be fortunate enough to have a similar outcome there. But I know, and I've got a Remus 5, Remus Repeal Batch 5. But there's, you know, still on the hunt for Little Book, Chapter 5, The Invitation. I'm still on the hunt for Yellowstone 2021's release. Well, I'm not going to tell you the third one because that one I'm trying to keep under wraps till I find it, then I'll tell you. I think I'll have a shot at getting it. The one I'm thinking of. But also Wild Turkey's Master's Keep, the one toasted, and what else am I on the lookout for? Definitely those three: Wild Turkey, Yellowstone, Little Book, and then of course the next Booker's Bardstown Batch. So that'll be 2021-3. Yeah, and then obviously if you get a B-Tac or a Pappy Van Winkle, but you know, the only way I'm getting those is in a lottery because I ain't paying more than retail for that stuff. Ah, so good. So good. Alright, we got a little bit more time. We need to drink that down, so let's spend a little bit more time together. I'm going to grab another Glencairn real quick out of the dishwasher. And pour some of this Infinity bottle into it. Since we just put two fantastic new bourbons in there. There we go. That's a nice good little pour. Enough to where we can now put the topper back on it. So, you know what I'm looking for. Tell me what your bourbon quest is right now. What are you looking for? What are you hoping to find? Also, what have you been able to pick up that you've really liked, enjoyed, or you know, whatever. I'd love to, you know, hear about those comments. It is Wednesday. It is Hump Day. So, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Interesting. So it's got a little bit of that in it. Enough, maybe because I know too. But I think I did a video the other night where I did the Whiskey Advocates top 3 from the last 2 years, 2019 and 2020. So there was only one of those. The Dewar's is already in there, but I did pour the Ben Rack Smoky 12. I can taste a little bit of that Scotch in the Infinity bottle, but it's a nice blend because that thing was terrible. But these two bottles would probably help balance it out and still make the Infinity bottle a delicious taste. So I'm up to like, I have to look. I think the Infinity bottle currently has about 234 different, well, I won't say different. It has 234 whiskeys in it. Most of them are different. Obviously, there's, you know, 3 or 4 Buffalo Traces, pours in there, and things that I've, you know, 2 or 3 Blantons in there. But nonetheless, 234 whiskeys in there. Some of them are obviously duplicates, but if I had to say out of 234, there's 200 different, maybe more, but definitely no less. There's 200 different whiskeys in this infinity bottle. So, and it changes. It changes all the time, and it's sometimes it gets worse, sometimes it gets better. But by far, since I started, you know, my bourbon quest, I've been doing this, and 90% of the time it's good. Sometimes they're better than others, obviously, but only about 10% of the time was it like not good. And it's good right now, even with that latest scotch that got poured in there. That's really good. I mean, I could bottle that and sell it for $200. Yeah, maybe I get, well, yeah, it's good. So if you haven't, I encourage you. I think it's a fun little thing to do, you know, and you can make your own variation of it. But I encourage you to get a, you know, this one's like a 40 or 44 ounce. Get you a big, large, you know, decanter, and, you know, like, you know, you can make it however you want to do it. Some people do it with their, you know, when they're killing a bottle, they'll put the last, you know, little bit in the infinity bottle. Me personally, I do it when I crack one open. I pour some in my glass, and you could do it 1 ounce or whatever. I do 2 ounces. I do a 2 ounce pour into my infinity bottle with each new bottle that I open, whiskey wise. I mean, obviously, I mainly drink bourbon and whiskey, but I mean, and that's all that goes in there. I don't pour vodka or tequila or anything in it, or any bourbon, which I may try that a little bit later. I got of course I have like several bottles of Buffalo Trace's bourbon cream, but I also got this week, which I just got like 2 days ago or something, I got a Jim Beam bourbon cream that's in the fridge, so I might sip on that a little bit. I love me a little bit of bourbon cream. Alright, one more taste of the infinity bottle. Hope you enjoyed the Four Roses. Listen, this is one of my favorites. You can find this pretty much any day on the shelf. Four Roses, small batch select. Get you a bottle, it's delicious. And then the single barrel is good. I mean, you can get just the regular Four Roses single barrel, which I'm sure is good, but if you can get a store pick like this one, I mean, I highly recommend those. I mean, it's really, really good. And, you know, if you get fortunate enough to win this in a lottery or some other means, and I think it's about 150, 160, it's worth it. I mean, it's an easy drinker. I mean, it's really, really good. I'm very thankful and fortunate that I have a bottle. I will be having some more of that later tonight. But I think that pretty much wraps it up. We did those 3 bottles of Four Roses. We drank from the infinity bottle. It's hump day. And I'm out. Stay hydrated, my friends. And may all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. That's my wish for you. As always, my wish is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. And good night. That's really good. I should bottle and sell that.